This is Rogers TV, Ottawa.
He loves me not. If the answer is he loves me, then this is the show for you. Welcome to Revive Life. I'm your host, naturopathic Dr. Joelle. What will Kate Middleton wear? What about Prince William? With all the talk about royal weddings, we couldn't resist having a spring wedding wellness show. Weddings have always been fun and exciting in anyone's time of life, but they can sometimes be stressful with all that planning. Today we'll help you relax and at the same time help you make some eco-friendly choices for your special day. Call in or email us a question and you could win a custom headpiece donated to us by WithLove Bridal Boutique and a night white tooth whitening system, which is a value of $350, compliments of Elmdale Dental Clinic. Joining us today is Krista LeBen, owner and producer of Wed by Hand, which is Ottawa's alternative wedding show, and they can be found at www.wedbyhand.com. And Dana Solares, Dana is from WithLove Bridal Boutique and can be found at withlovebridalboutique.ca, and our bride Becky here. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. And this is a really great topic because spring, we always think about weddings, and you both have beautiful websites. Krista, I noticed that, there's the mainstream wedding bridal shows, but yours is a little bit different. And when I was searching, I started looking at some of the seminars, and I saw that you could actually make some of your own bouquets. This is really an eco-friendly option. Can you tell us, please, about your alternative show?
Absolutely. So Wed by Hand is Ottawa's handmade, DIY, and eco-friendly wedding show. Oh. And we decided to come up with a show that was kind of an alternative to the mainstream wedding shows and wanted to infuse a bit of like eco-friendliness and craftiness into the wedding scene. So what we've actually put together, and we held this past February, was a show where you could come and find eco-friendly alternatives for your wedding or different types of things that you might not find at other shows.
I love that, do your own, because a lot of brides are very creative and they want to, one, save a little bit of money, two, be eco-friendly, and then three, just really, again, be creative. Yeah. Yes, but again, a tip might be if you're going to go that way, start early,
Absolutely.
Right? Yes, you don't want to be making these, the night before the wedding.
Exactly.
Okay, and what was your inspiration for putting together this show, Krista?
Well, we wanted to help brides find a way to create a wedding that reflected both their values and their vision, and that went beyond, coming up with a color scheme or a theme, but actually allowing them to take the values they have, like supporting eco-friendly options or, helping the earth or doing things themselves. And we want to provide an opportunity for them to connect with vendors and take workshops that actually support that. So it was a way for them to shape their wedding the way that they wanted to beyond just the basic things.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. Well, I think every bride should visit your site and come to your show. You have a new show planned for 2012?
Yeah, we'll be running again next February.
Okay, that's fantastic. So February. Wonderful. Now, Dana, a really important part of a bride's day is the dress. Yeah. And how can a bride choose to be eco-friendly with her dress?
Well, in our boutique, we offer new dresses as well as consignment. So we have over 100 gowns on consignment. And these dresses aren't, your dresses that are 20 years old that have come out of someone's cedar closet, but they're actually 4 years or newer. They're freshly dry cleaned, they're in perfect condition, and they're ready for another bride to use them again. Many of them are never worn. So it's just a chance to reuse something that's already out there in the market.
That's amazing. What a great option, because again, you're hitting all of those criteria. You're reducing the cost of the total wedding, being eco-friendly, and then again, being creative. Exactly. Something else that we were chatting about is that a bride doesn't necessarily have to stick with the gown the way it is. Yeah. But what would be another option?
Yeah, we also offer on-site alterations. So a bride may find a dress on consignment and say, I love this dress, but I would love it with this color of sash. And we can always consult and say, well, we can make you something custom to make someone else's dress your own.
That's beautiful.
You know, changing the length, changing, you know, the back. So just adding something to make it, you know, take someone else's dress but make it your own.
I like that idea. Now we have a beautiful bride-to-be here. Becky, thank you so much for joining us. And Dana, if you could please point out a little bit of the features of this beautiful dress.
Sure. Becky's actually wearing one of our consignment gowns. This one's never been worn. It has its original tags on it. And it's a current style from a Leanne Belter. So this dress is still available in bridal boutiques. This is selling for $1,000 off its original price, but has never been worn, just waiting for another bride to have a chance to have this dress for themselves.
Wow, that is beautiful and amazing. And we do understand that this is not her dress that she's chosen to wear, but it was one of your favorites.
It was one of her choices, for
sure. Certainly see why. It's absolutely beautiful. And I think that's a big stigma, is that when people think about a gently worn dress, they think maybe it's out of fashion.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
again, as you're saying, you can get some of the latest and current styles. Now, we're looking at some of the other things that we're going to be looking at later in the show, the cakes and things like that. And we're talking about some of the latest fashion trends. And another way that you can bring up the style of your wedding gown is adding accessories.
Exactly.
So what type of accessories are we looking at these days?
Yeah, in our store, we make all of our hair pieces custom for brides. So it gives them a chance to, you know, look in a magazine and say, this is going to be for me, and make the choices for themselves. Feathers are really in right now. So we do things with feather, the bird cage as well. Some girls aren't ready to do the full like bird cage over the face, but they want a little touch of it. So we can add, you know, for texture, some bird cage veiling with the, you know, the feathers and the little bling. So we can actually make these custom for a bride, and then they can just, you know, pin them into their hair on their wedding day. It's something funky. They can put it in later for the party if they want.
That's beautiful. So, could you actually attach these to your shoes if you wanted to do something different?
Yeah, we've actually done little shoe clips. Even with little feathers, we can make little flowers out of them, the little, you know, the little blingy pieces there. So we can do, you know, we make little brooches out of them as well to attach to dresses, or if they don't like something that's on the dress, we've taken, you know, the sequins off the dress and put our own little pieces on to, you know, just make it a little more modern and make it themselves. So
that's beautiful. And what are some other options that you've brought here to show us today?
The other one is what we call like a feather hair pad. So we've actually used some vintage pieces as well.
Oh,
so we actually recycled this off of an old bracelet, and gorgeous. We have attached it to some feathers that we put on a little pad to, you know, make something a little bit bigger, and it
so
can
that's
just be
a bigger
added to the
statement.
hair. Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. Something really fun and fresh for someone that wants something very modern and unique.
That's beautiful. So a tip that you might give a bride, what type of information does she need to give you in order to find that right gown for her?
We always ask them the theme of their wedding. When's the wedding? What time of year? I'm not going to recommend, you know, a huge heavy dress if you're getting married outside in July. So we always want to know the feel of their wedding. Are they going for something very vintagey? Because then that draws me to kind of another style.
Absolutely.
You know, and budget. And some girls, you know, they want that designer dress. They don't want to spend $3,000, but they really like that style, and we can offer it to them for half the price, so they can get the designer gown without actually having to pay for it.
Exactly. And Krista, very quickly, a tip from you.
I would say don't be afraid to personalize your wedding and have it fit the values that you want. If you want it to be eco-friendly, have it be eco-friendly. If you want it to be DIY, do things yourself, make it personal, go with it. It's all about you, and it's all about your day.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thanks.
Beautiful products, beautiful information. With respect to your wedding, again, enjoy your day, keep it custom, think about perhaps a gently worn gown, and think about saving a little bit more in the environment. Coming up, we've got lots of great more tips. We've got wedding hairstyles, we've got wedding cakes, so don't go away.